Hello Alleghany Jam, it's Mr. Ma, and we're going to go over Fall on My Knees for Mandolin, and it's in the key of D. We're going to start out with the slow melody, alright? So I'll start us in here with the shuffle. Okay, let's get it going a little bit quicker. Here it is. Once again, I'll start us in with some shuffles. Alright, and so now we'll talk about the chords for a minute, and what we have going on here is just two chords to deal with. So we're going to have the D chord, which is the 1 chord in this case, and then we're going to have the A chord, A major chord, which will be the 5 chord in this key. Alright, so for the D chord, I'm going to put my second finger on the E on the 2nd fret, and then my first finger on the 2nd fret of the G. I play that D chord there, like that. Okay, and then for my A chord, what that's going to be is on the 2nd fret of both the G and the D string. So there's a couple ways of doing that. I play the 2 strings with my first finger there. You could also do first finger on the G, second finger on the D, depending on your preference. Alright? So here we go. For the chords on Fall on My Knees, there's a whole lot of D, and I think it would almost be easier for me to just hum the tune and then you watch my hand for the changes rather than counting them off, because if we rely on counting where we're hanging on one chord for so long, it actually gets more confusing in my opinion than just listening for a sequence. Okay, so here we go. Da 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 A da da back to D da 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 ba da 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 A again da 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 back to D da 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 top da 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 da. Here comes the A da da back to D da 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 back to A da da back to D. Okay, so you'll see in that sequence that maybe I want to say there's at least 10 Ds, maybe more, counts of D in there, and then when it changes to the A, there's just 2 A's in a row, and then back to D, and then you're back to D for I believe 6 times, and then back to A twice more, and then you close out the tune with 4 more Ds. Alright, So yeah, give that a try with practicing those chords. Something you can do in terms of something I would recommend to practice the tune in its entirety is you could play the chords where I'm playing the melody, play with me, and where I'm playing the melody, you play the chords, and then when I play the chords, you play the melody once you've learned them both, okay? And that'll let you practice the entire thing.